but that's the whole downstairs
Yeah.
basically.
Okay.
Molly,
All right,
you
so-
probably have bad breath like me.
Can we get a
She
note
comes
about-
in every other Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we do next Monday?
Next Monday. Okay, and she comes in, does a little cleaning.
Yeah, she cleans the bathroom, the kitchen, the bedroom, the living room.
Mhm.
Runs the vacuum,
Okay.
does the floors,
Wow.
cleans the whole bathroom.
Holy cow. How many hours does she?
Just an hour and a half.
Wow. Boy, all of that in an hour and a half. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
She's a little tiny thing and she's
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, that's little tiny things. We're small, scrappy little
Mhm.
things.
You know, wiry.
That's right.
I had separated the ones from Dr. Thomas. We wanted to see what she can stop taking.
That's what I was sort of looking at.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the ones from Dr. Patel and Dr. Hong, she's been on for a while.
I would like to get my clear out so I can see where I'm going.
Vision?
Holly,
Yeah.
stop.
Okay.
Come here.
I like-
Come here. Bring it here.
Some of the medicine that you're taking is for seizures.
Yeah.
And that's the medicine that's probably bothering your eyesight more than anything.
Probably.
And that's probably the last medicine I would want to stop for a while.
No fun.
I am no fun here with this. But we can work on it, okay? And we
Okay,
can
or
see,
maybe a little bit of the
Right,
time, so
and
I
then
can
if
see
in-
better.
Well, the seizures were, she had a seizure when all this started, out here sitting in the yard. And I thought it was a mini stroke when it happened, because he has strokes all the time. And it looked like the same thing.
Okay.
And we took her to the hospital, and they were like, well, it wasn't a stroke. And they couldn't figure it out. At that point, they couldn't figure out what it was. And she was in the hospital for 11 days, and still couldn't figure it out. And nobody ever tested for cancer at that point. And then in the hospital, she was on chemo 24 hours a day
Mhm.
for 5 days in a row.
Wow.
And on the 5th day, she had a seizure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And lost a lot of her memory. And
and I'm
it's
wondering,
all, short-term memory.
they never bothered to see what would happen
No,
if they decreased the dose.
no.
To start with, before any of this happened, she wanted to go have an MRI. They thought she was crazy for wanting one.
Why
Three-
did, what
three.
kind of feeling did you have? Were you vision changes or dizzy or what was?
I don't know why.
No,
they wanted
she had a lot of back pain, and she attributed it to carrying big cement blocks up this other steps.
Oh, go figure.
full
Yeah.
of, then they were full of cement.
Yeah, they were solid cement blocks. And she's,
What were you doing that for?
Cleaning the cellar.
Cleaning this all.
Oh.
well, she was.
Okay.
She's always been real active. She was running 2 miles a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Up
Yeah,
until
good for
this
you.
past summer.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
Nice.
the doctors kept saying, "Oh, you have a
Swim,
torn cartilage."
swim, ride my butt,
Yeah.
run, run. I was never,
A sitter.
never, no,
Yeah.
never a sitter. I was always a doer.
And the doctors kept saying, "Oh, you have a torn cartilage in your ribs," and because they were doing X-rays, and
Sure.
you got torn cartilage. But here, what they were seeing were the tumors, and they thought it was torn cartilage. They'd send her to her Vicodin, send her home,
Oh.
and we'd go back, they'd give her Percocet, send her home. They'd up the strength on the Vicodin, send her home.
Yeah.
And that went on all summer, and the pain just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And finally, a friend of ours works for the welfare office up in Katanning, and she got real irate, and she made a bunch of phone calls, and called the hospital and said, "I'm calling my senator," which she did.
Denise Diskin, did you know Denise?
Denise Dixon?
Diskin.
Diskin.
She used to be Denise Igo, she used to be Denise Hildy.
She worked.
But we
She's
won't
a
go
long
into that.
name.
We
Yeah.
won't go into that.
She worked up in Katanning.
Okay. It does sound familiar.
She lives out here.
I know what's going on. Don't give me the runaround. And she wrote everybody and,
And suddenly they called and they said, you know, bring her in and we'll do an evaluation.
They
and,
couldn't be better,
Yeah,
just within a couple of hours.
Wow.
yeah, within like a half
Wow.
hour of being.
Who was that that called a nurse?
Hmm?
Who were we referring to that you,
Denise, doesn't she work?
where does she work?
For the welfare office.
Yeah,
Okay.
area,
All right.
area on aging.
that's what I was thinking. Right, area
Area
agency and
agency on
aging
aging.
with.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I changed her diaper.
Well,
Yeah, very well.
wow. Okay,
They would like you to have pics for that.
it's beautiful. If you have small ones. No.
I know, but I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I know.
That
She's
is nice.
beautiful.
She lives
Who's
next
this?
door.
Does she?
That's
Okay.
Paula's daughter. She's
Okay,
4.
here's what we want done with our remains. Are you interested in our remains?
Yes.
Okay. We're all three gonna be cremated
Mhm.
together.
Good. Okay.
Put in a plastic bag.
Okay.
We don't want none of that ceramic stuff. We want it all shook up
Okay.
so that I can put,
Not you.
no, I won't be here.
Well, you never know.
You know?
You don't know.
No, I don't know. So I want,
Sprinkle it on your parents' graves.
I want so much on my parents' grave, so much on his parents' grave, so much on his parents' grave.
You are my
You know.
parents, so that won't work. You're
Oh,
being,
you'll be in
if you're
there.
being spread around, you
Well,
can't put it on there.
Well, you know, a lot of people are doing similar kinds of things. People are making all kinds of changes from the traditional
Yeah, the traditional
from the
funerals,
traditional
the
funeral and burial.
burial, yeah.
We have lots of folks now who are saying, I don't want any of that funeral home viewing stuff. I
No.
just want to be cremated. Or, you know, whatever. I just want to have a service in the funeral home and that's that. So it's really, you know, that's why I do and we encourage. It's not easy stuff necessarily, but it's
No.
good to talk about it because
And I'm gonna excuse myself
Sure.
to call this on your medicines if you don't mind.
Go right
I'll
ahead.
just be
yeah,
quiet.
this is the important stuff. I'm
No,
just kind
no,
of
it
a side
isn't.
dish.
This is the nonsense stuff that has to be done in the meantime.
But you know, that way people know what you want
Mhm.
and can honor what you want. And that's important. I had a conversation with my parents about 2 years ago. And it wasn't fun. You know, I can't say that I enjoyed it.
No.
But I have a lot of peace of mind knowing that I'll be able to honor, you know, what I know they want. You know, so it's good stuff. It's important stuff to do.
Keep it out from under there.
What else? What, do you have any questions for us? Is there anything that you think it's important for us to know about?
You don't know what's over there.
No, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Every night before I go to bed, I look out that kitchen window. And we have a salt lick out there
For the deer?
Mhm.
for dinner.
Yeah.
If I see a man out there going like this, I'll say, goodbye.
Not yet.
It
No, I'll
is
tell these people goodbye.
206
Ah,
243
Okay.
I'll be going. Well, what that Patrick Swayze?
Oh, yeah.
What does he know? You know, he's.
I'm sorry, what is that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I guess none of us
Home
go a minute before our time.
East.
Oh no.
Or a minute
Right.
after.
Right.